So we left them playing, uh, and play they did for a long time. Uh, on the beach, Violet, or up above the beach, really, Violet was sitting there. She'd thought about swimming herself. She brought a bathing suit, but she thought no, it was too much fun just watching them. And anyway, she could busy herself. She had brought camping stuff, and she started a little campfire, and she got blankets out, and even got some hot dogs ready so that they could have a little cookout while they were there. And but then after a while, she sat down and just watched again and watched how beautiful it was to watch these two play. Now, she had the sight. I've suggested before that I think women in general often do, and she had the sight. She knew that these two were not going to be lovers. She hadn't actually had to say that to Elaine yet, but she knew, and yet they sure did look pretty. Now, when Violet was young, I'm telling you this because there was a song started to come into her mind. When, when she was young, she often listened to the records that her dad had. That would be David A. Lanter, the architect. He had a great collection of Broadway musical. They were LPs back at that time, big, long playing records. And he loved to listen to them. And they were in the house, and she liked them too. She liked them just fine. And there was a song from The King and I, Rodgers and Hammerstein, that started to come into her mind as she watched these seeming young lovers. And the song is called Hello, Young Lovers. Probably you don't know it. It's of another generation. But at that time, back in the 50s, I'm talking now 60s, 50s, I think young people were a little bit more likely for a while to know the same music that their parents did. That kind of broke up. Anyway, she had listened to her dad's music a lot, and she knew that. It goes, it goes, hello, young lovers, wherever you are. I hope your troubles are few. All of my wishes go with you tonight. The words that came to her, I'm going to give you a link in this telling. I can do that with this medium. I can give you a link so you can hear it sung beautifully. The words that came to her mind, it was from the viewpoint of Anna, who's a teacher to the king of Siam. I don't have time to tell you that whole story. Anyway, the words that came to her mind was, don't cry, young lovers, whatever you do. Don't cry because I'm alone. All of my memories are happy tonight. I've had a love of my own like yours. I've had a love of my own. I lost the key. But anyway, she was getting a little sentimental. And it's kind of a sentimental song, but a pretty one. And I hope you take a look at that link. So she watched, and eventually they did tire out, and they came up the beach, and Violet had two blankets, one for each one of them, ready to, and towels, ready to wrap around, because she thought, even though it was August, she thought they might be chilly, and they were. And the two of them then sat there close to the fire, and Violet excused herself. She said she thought, she'd seen the headlights of Tira's car arriving, so she'd come home, and she thought she'd go up and spend the evening with Tira if that was all right. She was sure they'd be okay, and she'd understand completely if they decided to sleep there. That's what she'd do if she wasn't going to go visit Tira. So there they were.